Today, Mona come here within person, they do person. This life, it get as it be. Mohbad, that girl that they call Wummi, she did a lot. They carry out all their plans. Now, wow. The way they take plan now, the way they take do everything, it surprise everybody. Hey.
At the crime scene is a suspect. Anywhere in the world where there is a case of death, the first suspect is going to be the partner. Is either the male or the female.
Exactly.
So in the case of Mohbad, Wummi should be the prime suspect because she is a spouse to Mohbad.
Exactly.
She should know a lot of information about Mohbad. One suspect is the Mohbad, that is a Wummi, and every other person in that vicinity is a suspect. Now, then later at the courthouse, during the coroner inquest.
Sorry, guys. Just listen. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Okay,
they asked, I was following the show, the court, the hearing, and I saw that I was, as a lawyer, there are a lot of lawyers. There are psychological lawyers, there are investigative lawyers that will ask you questions.
This lawyer explained so many things because he was there in court. What contradicted Wummi? A lot of people listen to how Wummi contradicted herself. You will listen. Please like and share this video. Just listen to how Wummi contradicted herself.
Question. There are some lawyers that are going to be there. The moment you are coming into the vicinity, they'll be watching every movement, every gesture that you make. They can read meanings to it and every stuff like that. If you remember when Wummi was coming in with Mama Mohbad carrying Liam, you can see that they're all holding hands. Mama Mohbad comes separately. These are all the things that the lawyers are taking note of. So now they ask her some questions, and I'm just going to bring out some points from what she said.
Listen
from the question they ask her. Has anyone ever slept with you?
Listen up.
Since you get married to Mohbad? She kept quiet. They ask her, you've been mentioning Naira Marley.
Prime
my
boy.
husband. But you never mentioned anything about Sam Larry.
Sam Larry.
And they ask her, have you ever had anything to do with Sam Larry? She couldn't say nothing. Now, and in the lockup, you keeping quiet, it means a lot of things. It means that you actually have a consent to that. You don't need to say yes or no. In the video, you can see the lawyer nodding their head because they accept that you keep it quiet. That means you don't need to say yes or no. They understand what that you're signing. They don't understand what that means.
They know what it means, yes.
When they were asking you all sorts of questions, you were everywhere, ready to attack Baba and all stuff like that. But they asked you about Sam Larry and all that stuff like that. You couldn't say nothing. Now they ask another point of question. They said, when did you get to know Naira Marley? She claimed that she didn't know Naira Marley until after the NDA saga that happened. And they ask her. Now, the question is this. The most interesting part is this. In the court asked, when they ask you some questions, they call it cross-examination.
Okay.
When they are cross-examining you, they will ask you the same question that you've answered before in another twisted way, in the twisted form. And that was exactly what Wummi went through. I was told that she went into, I learned that she went into cross-examine for like 5 hours because
yes.
We're going to 6 hours. Now, there are some questions they asked her earlier before, that she has actually forgotten. Normally, Wummi's countenance shows that she was actually prepared because she has been where we has on the question she was going to ask, but because of the cross-examination, she really messed up. Wummi messed up so bad that The lawyer was so confused that he has to be running outside to be picking them to meet Adura. So because it was because of Wummi messed up during the cross-examination. That's what caused them
Anonymous.
disarray. The lawyer, every one of them were because Wummi was. Let me speak a Yoruba here. Someone making your Roger CSRA. Wummi was shooting herself in the leg. Every thing she was saying, she was shooting herself in the leg. It was because she messed up. She was not following she was not following
the lawyer. They are explaining everything.
So the lawyer got confused. They refused to allow
her own lawyer
to
got
talk.
confused.
If Adura was called into the box, you will have shed more light into this. And the lawyer did not want Adura to talk because Adura speak, and then he says something that is contrary, different from what we have already testified. The case did not know Manera Mali until when the NDLA saga happened. And then I asked her a few minutes later, they said, the manager for Mohbad, do you know her? She said, yes. How long do you know her? She said, a long time ago. Then we're like, but how come you know the manager for Mohbad all these years and you don't know Naira Marley? Don't forget that the manager for Mohbad, I'm talking about the manager for Mohbad, that Tom girl. Is a tomboy. What's her name again? I've forgotten her name. The manager for Mohbad
is also here. She's now a white garment.
It was Wummi that gave Mohbad that manager. The manager was a clique with Malian crew. Shay, her name is Shay. Shay is a clique with the Malian crew. How come you know Shay and you do not know Malian? Can you see what I'm talking about now? So you don't need to say yes. That testimony that Wummi went for that day, the other day, she shot herself in the leg. So now, immediately when she was talking, the lawyer went out with Adura. Shortly after, the lawyer went out with Adura. Mama Mohbad also went out with Adura. Mama Mohbad was crying and crying. Talking to Adura outside the courthouse. And only for Adura to come in here, and then the lawyer started calling for Adura. That, where is Adura? Go and call Adura for me. Why is he outside? And he came into the courtroom and was forming sick. That he was too tired to eat. Whatever. I understand.
Because the mother of Mohbad has already went outside with Adura to beg him. They've seen that the conversation, the statement of Wummi, there is a comma there, and the one of Adura, they want to hear. Maybe Adura has already told the mother that he's going to explain everything. The mother of Mohbad was begging Adura not to speak, crying. Adura now came in and said he cannot talk, that he has pain in his stomach. Come and sit down. That's what we are hearing. Listen, the lawyer exposed everything. Just listen.
Yeah, the mother was so in tears that she was like, I don't know whatever she told Adura, but there were people that saw her talking to Adura, scolding Adura. And for Adura to have come up into the courtroom and come up with that kind of drama, it means that they told him not to talk. And in the law of Nigeria, you have right to remain silent. Cool. They needed perfect time. Even when they told him, okay, what is wrong with you? He claimed that he was hungry, he was weak, he was hungry. It's okay. If we give you food, will you be able to get a strength? He said, yes. Okay, how many hours should we give to you? He said, an hour. And the court was like, what do you mean we should give you 1 hour? 1 hour is too long for us to give, because we don't have time to stay here. And that's why they adjourned the whole case. And that's exactly what the lawyer was looking for. The lawyer was so good that he was able
to tell him to wait,
to come up with that kind of
statement,
plans. He came up with that strategy, and it worked. They needed more time to go with Adura to go and plan whatever it was going.
going to say. Whatever he was going to say, they went to plan it so that Adura, when next he comes now, he's going to say that perfectly without mistakes. This was how they called.
Please unmute yourself. Please unmute. Can you hear me? Please unmute. Hear me? Okay. Oh, what's that? What's that?
Sorry, it was.
So now we have.
Wait, let me lay down this before it gets better.
Can you hear me?
I'm coming. Let me meet. So now, for those of you that did not get the point he's saying now, because these are lawyers, they know what they are doing. When they asked Wummi questions, she answered. Let's continue. Wait, I will allow you to listen to him. I just paused it. When they asked Wummi questions, Wummi answered, and they said there were so many, foul play, because Wummi was already prepared, but Adura was not prepared. When it was time for Adura to come speak, the mother took him outside with the lawyer. They said the Mama Mohbad was crying very, very hard, talking to Adura. When Adura got into the court, they said, what happened? He said he has pain. I don't know what to say. He said he's not feeling well. They said, okay, how long do you need for us to talk with you, for you to come give your own statement? Adura said he needs an hour. And this lawyer is saying that is exactly what the lawyer of Wummi wants. So he can now prepare Mohbad, because the lawyer knows that the court cannot just sit and be waiting for Adura for 1 hour to come over. They know. So that's the reason why they told her, welcome, Anthony. So they told her to say that. They told him to say that so as to get him prepared for the next court hearings. And the court said, we cannot wait. They dismissed the court and said, they adjourned the case, all because of Adura. Continue to listen.
About the how Mohbad died, how you cry. I believe I was hearing a lot of rumor about how you cry and all stuff like that. That would made me to go and do some research. So I went to see all the videos that came up when they went from the day that the news came out and all that. So I stumbled on a video of his mom talking, and then I was one who rings the alarm. That was last week. I was one who rings the alarm that Mama Mohbad knew about what happened to Mohbad. So I was in some people's show and I spoke and all that, and then people started talking about it. So while I was listening to Mama Mohbad talking, that was the first video Mama Mohbad did when she came out saying that she's the mother of Mohbad and blah, blah, blah. Now, if you look at that same video, she said she was in Mohbad's house. Exactly 3.12. Anyone that have the video, go and look into the video and use your earpiece. Make sure you use your earpiece so that you can hear everything going on the background of the video. There's a boy holding the camera. There's a guy that was, I don't know if the guy was Adura or somebody else. There's a guy holding the camera. There's a female, another female close at the back of the camera, talking to Mama Mohbad in that video. So in the video, Mama Mohbad was illustrating how he left Mohbad out on a Saturday. Mohbad gave some money to go to the hospital. And then on Monday that he called Mohbad and he spoke with Wummi.
He spoke with Wummi, of course. Something just did.
Pointing an accusing finger on Wummi. Okay? Baba has given out his own testimony. Mama Mohbad has given her own testimony. Wummi has given her testimony. And the DJ has given his own testimony. Nobody is guilty until proven guilty.
Yes, exactly.
Everyone is still a suspect.
Yes.
Okay? Now, if you listen to my word, I'm being very careful with my words.
Listen.
What I'm saying now is that I think Wummi knows about the death of her husband. She has messed up right from the beginning of the whole of the whole situation, where now we are saying that Mohbad died. We heard that Mohbad died on September 12th, and then the mother said he died on September 11th.
You see?
DJ's testimony says that Mohbad has died long before the Nigeria got to know that he died. He claimed that Mohbad died in the house. In the courthouse, Wummi said Mohbad died on the way to the hospital. Don't forget that before the inquest, the corona inquest, there was a claim that they said that Mohbad died in the house, in the hospital.
Yes.
The Gist lover was saying that
the hospital
died in the
debunked
hospital, he died of ear infection and all stuff like that.
No, Gist lover never said ear.
In case if you are listening to
Gist lover never said ear infection. The person that said ear infection was Instablog. Despite the fact that I'm not in support of what he's doing lately, but he wasn't the one. The person that said that was Instablog. All right, so let's continue
to this live video. You knew that your husband died in your presence, and you allowed Gist lover. You were feeding Gist lover with lies, with fables, with some true story, and you kept quiet. You went for Yabo Ojo. There was a time, there was a point she became your speaker, and you kept quiet. You allowed the whole country to went AY with your whole with your story, knowing that you are not telling them the truth. So if you knew that Mohbad, if Nigeria knew that you were there in the car when they were saying that when the first story of Mohbad came out, it would have been a different story. You acted as if Naira Marley and Sam Larry came into the house and they pied Mohbad, and this guy died in your hands. So now, if truly this dude died in your hands, I wonder why.
I don't know why it's breaking, but wait, I will continue.
Mohbad's lawyer. So there is an internal situation going on in that house that needs to be sorted out in the first place. We heard that Mohbad as a lawyer, but his own lawyer was also confused because his lawyer came to the court. He was not citing anybody because there's a dispute in the family already. Now, if Wummi claims that because all Wummi's testimony actually came out that he exonerated Prime Boy, and I know that Prime Boy has some other things to say.
Yes.
When the police before they arrested him, he did an interview before he went to the police custody. He said what he was. He said he never had any fight with Mohbad, and that he was trying to stop Mohbad from fighting. It was actually Wummi and Mohbad were having issues, and then because Mohbad was agitated and they started a fight, and he said it was Mohbad that was hitting him. He did not fight back, and he claims that how will they fight back because there are a lot of security over there and bodyguards for Mohbad that even if he tried to hit him back, they will have pounced on him so bad. I believe that. Now, during Wummi's testimony, Wummi's claim that it was actually Adura and Prime Boy that were having issue. Prime Boy, Adura was rude to Prime Boy, and Prime Boy wanted Mohbad to do something, to discipline Adura. And then Mohbad was really scared. He wanted to leave that location.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of vehicles that were blocking him up. And they told him, can you just hold on, let Slantan to finish these shows, let fella Kuti, what's his name, Shem Kuti finish the show, then they can come pick up their cars and they can go. But he was really agitated. Now, could it be that Mohbad was agitated because he was already scared that he doesn't want these Malian people to come over there and start harassing him? Because he wanted to leave that, he was agitated, he wanted to leave the show, he wanted to leave that vicinity and go home. So, about the fight, Wummi claimed that she did not see everything. Almost 80% of the questions they asked her, she couldn't give answer to it. And when you couldn't give answer to some questions, then it seems there's something there that she's hiding. Now, my question is, they asked her, where were you sitting down when the fight happened? He said she was sitting in the middle of Mohbad and Prime Boy. Okay, so when they started exchanging words, she said, Prime Boy, Mohbad told Prime Boy to hold on, that when they get home, they will go and sort it out. And then Prime Boy was not pleased with what Mohbad said, and he told Mohbad to shut up. And that's what inflated the hunger in Mohbad, and Mohbad came out of the car. She claimed that while Mohbad was coming out of the car, she came out down from the car with Mohbad. And then And then Mohbad went to the other side where Pamba was sitting. Wummi claimed, they asked Wummi, did you see the fight? She claimed that she did not see the fight. So why didn't you see the fight? Because why didn't you see the fight? She said, when Mohbad came out, she went to the other vehicle to call other people there to come and settle the fight. And they asked her, if you did not see the fight, why did you go and call other people to come and settle the fight? Can you see that? That she's already shot herself in the leg?
Okay.
You claim you did not see the fight. So what made you to go and call people to come and help you to separate the fight?
Okay.
She couldn't see anything. She said, because they were fighting. But you already said before that you did not see the fight. Okay, but you went to call people. What is the distance between where Mohbad's vehicle were and where you went to call people? He says not that far. So by the time she called people to come and settle the fight, they've already the passer, the onlooker, the fans, they already separated them. And that was when she claimed that she did not see when Mohbad punched the window. But by the time she came back, she saw that he already sustained some injury. Was this injury? The police said Mohbad was bleeding profusely. Now, this is what I'm trying to bring out is this. Wummi has actually forgotten that when the incident came up, they went to the police station to go and write a statement.
Yes.
She has forgotten that whatever she put on that statement is an evidence on its own. The police came out to give a live press conference to the national television that Mohbad died out of bleeding profusely. Wummi said that it was a minor injury. So your own testimony is going against what the police put down. Were you not the one that also told the police that it was bleeding profusely, right? Baba Mohbad said that by the time he went to the house, he saw blood on the floor everywhere. So, Baba have a case in this issue, and I keep telling people that Baba has a very big case against Wummi. Number one, I gave almost we kẹjọ talk, kẹjọ love around for both of you to love each other, for both of you to be and support each other. But you came back to me, you brought the lifeless body of my son to me. You did not call me, none of you called me.
When he was sick, you did not call.
Till tomorrow, Wummi have not called Baba to officially tell Baba that his son has died.
Yeah.
Till tomorrow, Wummi has not officially called Baba to inform him that his son has died. In the court, they asked him, did you call Baba that his son had died? She said, no. It's not why. Because you and Baba, we are not in good terms. If you and Baba are not in talking terms, who cares about that if we're not in talking terms?
He just
we're not in talking terms. This is involved debt. This involves debt. You still need, so even if you're a small girl, some camp of Wummi are saying that it's just a 24-year-old girl. My own cousin got married at the age of 24, and everything was fine. If you're 24 in Nigeria, you're a grown-ass woman.
Even here,
you know what you do.
Even in Europe.
If you can many things, then you should have known what to do. You have a family. Didn't you call your mother in America to tell my mom, my mom, my Mohbad, this so happened to Mohbad. Then they tell you to call his owner. Baba owns Mohbad. Baba owns Mohbad. He's the father of Mohbad. And the son died, and you damn it fit not to call him. Till date, you still haven't called that man. You have a case of manslaughter. And I would have told Baba, he needs to sue you. He has a very big case. How will his son die and you do not even
and Wummi is saying you want to sue the man
because you have an issue with Baba? Case closed. You shot yourself in the leg in the courthouse. Now, another case.
Thank you.
Some of you saying that maybe there's likely a fight. See, I want us to base on fact and evidence. In the courthouse, there's nothing about juju. They not come juju. There's nobody cares about that. No, the courts don't believe in juju or jazz. They don't believe in that. What they works on in evidence, clear evidence. Okay. So now, the court. When I'm talking about the previous court case hearing, they understood that there is possibility the court are going to support Baba to do a DNA test because they understand that there's a possibility that the child Leah might not be for Mohbad. Even if it's for Mohbad is a very good thing, but they have to be because number one, Wummi could not defend that if she slept with Sam
Somebody
Larry.
else.
Ask her,
Listen
have
up.
you ever slept with Sam Larry? She kept quiet. Have any man ever?
Did you hear? They ask her if she don't fetch chop Sam Larry. She no talk. She never mentioned Sam Larry in court.
Ever slept with you since you get married to Mohbad? She kept quiet. Did you know Naira Marley? She said no, but you knew the manager. Sheyi was the homeboy of Sam Larry. Now, according to my research, that I was told that don't forget that Mohbad and Wummi, they've known each other from Ikorodu. They live in the same area with Prime Boy. Wummi doesn't really like my Prime Boy like that. All right. So Mohbad had a lot of crush with Wummi back in the days, but when he got signed to Naira Marley,
Yes.
He met Wummi again at Naira Marley's house.
You see?
And then I've known you before now. We grew up from the same Ikorodu, and then whatever they have came up again. So now,
share this video, please. Like the video and
Prime
share.
Boy, according to what Wummi said, is like he's been exonerated. And whatever he's going to come out to say is another thing that's going to, because I know he said something that Wummi cannot look at him and tell him that he had a fight with Mohbad or he had anything to do with, because he claimed that that was Prime Boy. He claimed that by the time he had whatever going on with Mohbad, there was no blood. There was no blood. So where was the blood coming out from? He said he did not see blood. And the thing is this, if there was blood at the party or at the show, there are security men there. The driver of that vehicle, SUV, was actually there. If I don't want to be the one to help the courthouse or the coroner inquest on what to do. If they want to find out the truth, this is my business. If they want the truth, they need to arrest Davido. They need to call him. They need to invite Coroner Cubana Chief Priest. Cubana Chief Priest was the man that organized the show. And since you're bringing the show to Ikorodu, every of the artists must have at least security personnel that's going to be with them, attached to them. Every artist that was there had to be security, standby security for them. So you need to ask, when you call on Cubana Chief Priest, you ask him, did you provide security for Mohbad? If you say yes, what is the name of the outfit of the security unit? Call these people and call them down there. The time that we are fighting, if Wummi said that they should witness if there was actually a fight between Mohbad and Prime Boy, they will tell you about that. Then you need to invite, you also need to call him, call Mohbad. What is the name of the rented vehicle that Mohbad rented? Because he used Prado. What's the name of the rented vehicle company's name? When you call them, can you provide me the drivers that drove those vehicles?
Because
so the
they have
one
no
that was
question
driving
those drivers
Mohbad
now.
at that time, call that person interviewing, because he should witness that. What was going on in the car before the actual fight happened, if there was a fight at all? The guy was able to explain to you what he heard in the car before the fight happened. Okay, when the fight started, what did you see? We explain to you what exactly happened. Now, you called Davido. Davido, you were not there personally, but your PA was there. If your PA is there, your PA is representing you.
Yeah, he doesn't want to help.
So you called Davido.
Let it not be
I
like
said
he's
Davido.
putting
When
words
I mean
in their
Davido,
mouth.
I'm not talking about Davido as a person. I'm talking about Davido as a brand, as an organization. So you called him. At what point did Wummi call you about to inform you about the death of Mohbad? We want you to be specific. We want you to give us time.
Performed that very day
when
too, the same place.
the call was placed to your phone. So when they give you the time, you note it down. You call Slantan. Slantan, we heard that you were the one you were performing when the whole thing was happening, right? They called you. Baba Mohbad said he saw you when he came in there, right? In the first place. So how did you get to know that he died? Who called you? What time did they call you? Let us know. You put it out down. Now, back to Wummi. Baba said by the time he came to the house, he saw multitude. He saw the hundreds of people out
Yes,
there.
100 people.
Please now tell me, I'm talking to the whole panel now. How is it possible for the father of the son? That was why Baba Mohbad came up and started talking about that he told Iyabo, tell Wummi's mother that then why did they put Liam's name? That's what made Baba to start talking about the property. Because there was a lot of fair play going on before he died. Mohbad was a quiet person. He came from an humble home. They knew that the father doesn't have nothing. He's an illiterate man. But Baba Mohbad he had the right to be hungry because Baba Mohbad could see. Because during that process, Mama Mohbad came to the life of Mohbad in the process. This man was one who raised Mohbad. Exactly. He sent him to school. Yes. He never knew that Mohbad did not even go to that school. He was doing went ahead and do Yahoo before he went into venture into music. So now, Baba Mohbad was sitting there. He saw that Mama Mohbad has came back into the life of Mohbad in 2019. Saying that they're already spending money on Mama Mohbad. Do you expect that Baba to be keeping quiet? The man that raised that boy. In the song, in Mohbad's song, he said that I never seen mommy for 10 years. Baba said it's not just 10 years old. It was 15 years that Mama Mohbad was gone in the life of Mohbad. He now came in 2019 after saying that Mohbad has become somebody to come and read from where he did not sow. So now, Baba has the right to be angry. All the time when he died, the man was just a quiet person. He did not know what to do. Number one, he's an illiterate. He's a very quiet person. They believe they say that he's vulnerable. He's likely to be cheated on, and they're trying to cheat him. And that's exactly what is going on right here. The reason why the Baba came out to the public was that when he saw that the pie of Mohbad, Nigeria has gone into public, he said, let me just scatter everything here because he knows that he alone cannot fight Wummi's family. That's why he decided to just bust everything in the air to let everybody to know what is really going on. But people were able to take side with Wummi because they believe that as the norms, that when somebody died, the family of whatever was that start to fight the wife. That is not the case right here. The case is right here is that the family of the woman, the wife, is the one trying to cheat the husband, and the Baba. I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue. This very particular message is very powerful. I want you all to really, really listen to this very well. You will see so many reasons why Mohbad. Sorry, guys. I don't feel drag that one just now. Let me can cut my mouth. All right, let's go. Check the husband. And the Baba, as a vulnerable person, he doesn't have no power, but he's trying to protect the son. He did well. I don't blame the father of Mohbad at all. It's like Wummi is after the property of her husband. The family of Wummi are fighting for the same thing too. Yes. Mohbad's mom is just Mamoni Kobo. I call her Mama Oko Bonvita. Hey, Mama Oko. Because you came out from nowhere to come by. Wherever you were, you brought Adura along with you. Because Adura did not grow up with Baba. Adura grew up with Mama Mohbad. So Adura started staying with Mohbad. Mama Mohbad came to the house. He said that my son was about to give him 5 million. So, but your husband, your own son, about to give you 5 million, he rented a place for you. Mohbad had issue with his own father too. Well, not basically with the father. He respected his father, but he did not allow the father. He did not give the father. In the sense that the father had a wife, stepmom. Mohbad does not like stepmom. There's a lot of noise over there.
Yeah, it's coming from Bola Abudu, whatever. I think she needs to just put it on hold for now.
Mohbad is not taking care of his father, basically because of the stepmom. He knew that if he still gave his father 1 million naira, the stepmom will be enjoying it, entitled to it too.
It's true.
So that's why it's like, instead of me giving my father money, I'll just be giving him stipends. Maybe he's giving, I guess he gave his father 100,000 every month. That's how much he gives to him every month for upkeep and all stuff like that. So the father saying that mother of Mohbad.
That's because probably the stepmother is not a good person to him. Mohbad said it on his music. He says stepmother no care. So you don't expect him to give that woman anything. If stepmother no care, why stepmother go chop money when money don't come?
From nowhere, with all after he has suffered in raising Mohbad to where he is right now. And the father was the father wasn't happy. He wasn't really happy at all. Because the father was aware that Mohbad got a place for his mom.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for all the analysis, touches, and I really enjoyed it. I think you've really done so well in bringing out so much details, and I applaud you for that. My question, I agree with many things you said, and honestly, there's nothing to subtract from whatever you said. One of the things that I just wanted to bring out is that Mohbad's dad, the relationship with Mohbad's dad, and I will come back to before I get to my question. I want to tell you 100% that it has to do with, don't forget that in America or wherever, or anywhere you are, when you have a business, it takes up to 5 years for the business to actually kind of like, before you start really seeing profit.
Yes.
So I want to believe that Mohbad must have had a plan for his dad.
Yes.
It's just that he's trying to get to a certain place, then he would get back to his dad and take care of his dad. So I don't think Mohbad neglected his father.
No, he did not.
But for the mother, honestly, as a mother to a mother, I will tell you that Mohbad's mother failed woefully.
As a mom.
And I can tell you one more thing, that the mother is more about the money.
Yes.
Practically, I can also say that the reason why the Mohbad's mother is not saying anything is because Mohbad is gone. And Wummi is in charge of Mohbad's properties.
Everything.
Right now. At least most of it. If Mohbad's mom should turn on Wummi, she may not get anything out of it. And that is why she's so close, and she has shown motion.
I'm still going there. Yes, I'm still going there.
Okay. So finally, Wummi turned. My question will be, Leanne, for every young champ, like you've said rightfully, that this is the first property Mohbad got. It is very, very impossible. I said something when I came here the other time. I said, when you look at the introduction
that took place,
Wummi was probably in a 3rd trimester, probably in a 7-8 month pregnancy when they did that introduction. So for Wummi to twist that introduction into traditional marriage,
which she
must have had a game plan.
She twisted it, of course.
The news that came across was that Mohbad was angry for she doing that, deviating from their original plan of introduction to engagement. And then when you look at it, Mohbad died when Leanne turned 5 months. And then you're telling me that Mohbad's property is in Leanne's name.
That's what we see,
which means you must have been planning whatever it is from the onset. Because Leanne wouldn't be the only son.
Exactly. The only child. The only child.
Why would he put Leanne in the first property? What happened if other kids come along and they're short on money?
Okay.
So it makes no sense for even putting Leanne's name, a baby that you don't even know. You're not talking about a full-grown, a 10-year-old, a full.
That's where the question mark is.
So, and which means their marriage is less than 12 months. Because when you look at the pregnancy.
Why the desperation?
Why desperation? That's what I'm trying to say. Because when you look at the pregnancy from the picture, she was in a third trimester. For a first-time pregnancy, I'm also in the medical field. For a first-time, third-time trimester, first-time pregnancy, bellies don't show that much. So for her, I'm putting her in a third-time trimester, and plus when you calculate the time, the duration of their marriage, and so when...
Sorry, guys. No.
Marriage, and so when she had a baby, and how old Liam was when Liam died. This all these things didn't make sense when you tally that to who benefits the most. Because now, by marriage, Wummi claims she's legal, she's married. And she's legal. Marriage, Wummi claims she's legal, she's married. She's traditionally married to Mohbad.
Not legally
but she's
married.
Not legally married to Mohbad.
You're right.
Because by law, Nigeria has their own rules. But by the traditional marriage that they went through, which is really valid, it's valid. It's a valid marriage. But by law, can I say something about valid marriage, please, in Nigerian law as well, please, very quickly. You know, when you do a traditional marriage, for your marriage to be valid under the law in Nigeria, you need to send all relevant documents to customary court for them to endorse that wedding. And that's the only time that the marriage makes sense. But in this case, I don't think any of these things were done. So traditional marriage, fine, but for it to have effect under the law, you need to send where the father that gave wife and all of that. You know, there's a document you send to the customary court in Nigeria under the law. Thank you.
That is the legal right there. So in Africa, we have our tradition. We understand that when you engagement is considered as our own marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to the court, when you do court marriage, it is considered as the white people's wedding.
You don't get what I mean. You know, in Africa, we have a court called customary court. Do you get what I mean? That's different from the white people's court.
Exactly.
There's customary court.
Okay.
They reside in every local government in Nigeria.
Okay.
Apart from the proper marriage that you do in Ikoyi.
Mama is called registry.
No, apart from the registry.
No, they have customary court. It's true.
Apart from the registry.
Yes.
That's the straightforward one. But when you marry traditionally, all the parties involved in that marriage will have to take the document to customary court.
Yeah.
You know, in Western world, we don't have a court that's called customary court. So you take all those documents to customary court, then they put their stamp on it. That's when your marriage becomes a legal marriage. And that's when, if you are going abroad, you can present those documents that you are legally married to this person. But if you don't take your document to a customary court in your local government or wherever this event takes place, it can't be valid anywhere.
Yes, I know about
legal marriage. I'm just saying.
I want to agree with you, but I don't know about what you're talking about. What I know is that
it happens.
If you look at this story very well, that's why I keep saying.
You know what I say? I appreciate the fact that you say you don't know what I'm saying. I work as a barrister somewhere in the Western world, and these are the things we've had to deal with in the past. And every time these things are come, when you refer them to customary court, the customary courts are in Nigeria. They are like our traditional court. You understand?
Thank you so much.
Georgia,
thank you.
Can I just finish? Let me just tell you.
I'm doing well, my darling. How are you doing, my wife? Greetings to you. I'm doing fine. God bless you.
So the customary courts are like our own traditional court in Africa. We have them in Nigeria. So when you marry traditionally, apart from when you do, when you go to
you go to customary court. She's right.
You get what I mean? But when you marry traditionally and you want your marriage to be recognized as a legal wedding, all the parties involved in the traditional marriage, your daddy, your mommy, I can send specimen of this document to you. You understand? But if you've never had to use them at the point of law, you may not know that these things are very important. So when you take them to customary court in your village or your local government, regardless of how remote the environment is, they put their stamp on it. And that's when, at that point, your marriage becomes legal. Then you can take the same document to say you are meeting your husband abroad that has married you, or you are meeting your husband somewhere. But if it's still within family party like that, and you've not gone through that process, that means you've not got the legal assent to your marriage. Thank you.
Right, I agree with you, but based on what you just let us agree that whatever you said is actually the fact, right?
It's the fact.
So my conclusion is that let's agree that Wummi did customary court because there's a reason why they changed the introduction into engagement. They know what they're doing. They know the kind of game they're playing.
Everything
so
Mohbad said was they changed
that stuff into an engagement forum. You know that you should know that they know what they're trying to do. Now,
and just to add it,
that part where he said they turned the introduction into in the engagement into marriage. Papa Mohbad said it, and so many of us did not believe. Believe me, it is true. That's what happened. They really did that. Even Mohbad wasn't happy about it. But Mohbad just needed to play along. Why? Because of the child she carries in her womb for him. According to, because me, I'm not here to talk about the talk about the DNA. No. I'm not here to talk about the DNA. I mean the paternity. I mean the DNA will prove that. All right. So I'm not in any level to question the DNA, but the only part I am into is what happened to Mohbad. How did they go about it? How were they able to execute the whole plan? Because you will hear that Wummi has so many things. She has so many things to benefit if Mohbad enters underground. Let's continue.
And just to add a little bit to it, if Wummi is applying to go abroad with Mohbad in the past, they must have gone through this process because those are the documents you will present to the country you are going to.
You know what happened? Exactly what you just said. There was a time.
Sorry, can anyone hear me, please? The touch.
All
right, sorry. Let me just come in because I think okay, that part of the marriage between Wummi and Mohbad, it was asked in court that the question was thrown to Wummi. She was asked that, are you legally married to Mohbad? She answered by herself and said no, traditionally. They asked her how, traditionally how. She said it herself that she will not, formalize the marriage through the court process, but she's married to Mohbad traditionally. She said it by herself in court. I just want that to be clear. So I'm saying what she said.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right.
But we are just adding a little bit of a bit of twist to it. That traditional marriage can turn out to be a legal marriage if we go through the right process.
Okay, now you could turn out. Okay.
Yes.
In Nigerian system, we have a customary court.
I agree with you.
Customary court that you go to after the traditional marriage. You can go there and make this your marriage legal. And if you take the same document anywhere in the world, apply for visa, this is my husband, all they need is just a certificate from the customary court. From Nigeria, your village, your local council, and that marriage becomes legal. I don't know if they've done it, or if they've applied for visa in the past, they must have done something close to that.
I applied for visa, and that's what I want to try to talk about.
Yeah, all right, sir. Go ahead, sir.
There was a time, there was this Canadian visa that they're trying to get.
Listen up.
Mohbad and Wummi. So Mohbad was trying to apply for the visa for the family because he wanted Wummi and Liam to go. So, but Wummi insisted that no, he doesn't want to go to Canada because they knew that she knew that by the time. See, I'm saying this is my own suggestion. I am not naming anyone, so I'm always very careful whenever I'm only giving you my own opinion. So the reason why she insisted of not going because he knew that they're going to ask her to go do a DNA test. So because of that, she declined the offer of Mohbad of going to applying to Canada. She said, "My sister is in the UK, in the US, and then she was going to apply by herself. Do you know that if she applied herself to go to the UK, to the US, she's the mother of Mohbad, of Liam. They might not need the father, but if they want to go as a family, they will ask the father and the wife to do a DNA for the child."
Exactly.
So there's something there that she's also hiding. So based on based on the wedding traditionally or not traditionally, the fact is this: based on the Nigerian law, if Wummi is guilty on whatever happened to Mohbad, okay, if she's not guilty or she's being charged as a pie of negligence,
Thank you so
this is
much.
what's going to happen. Because they are married, they did a traditional wedding. If Nigeria, if they know about it, if it's legal in Nigeria, then it's likely that the property is going to go in favor of Liam. All right, but what I'm trying to say is that because Mohbad actually fought with, raised that boy, there have to be some little percentage going to the family of Aloba.
Yes.
But and the estate of Mohbad is going to Liam. Now, when I was not arguing my own base and with the other people, other platform that I used to be in, is that we had who's going to be in charge of the estate of Liam, of Mohbad. Is it going to be Liam? Have to be 18 before they release everything to him.
And they say he doesn't have anything.
Is it going to be Wummi, or is it going to be the grandpa, which is Baba Joseph Aloba? Then I was saying that I think it's going to be Wummi, but they said no, it's going to be Liam's grandpa, which is cool. So now, if this case is going to go on this issue, the police should also look into, before he apply, who is going to benefit more on his, who is this next of kin? If we notice that almost everything of Mohbad will be appear in everything, the immunization, the account, she has hands in every of
She's the one that is in charge.
And then there were, so that's still what makes her to be the prime suspect. So if everybody was going to pie Mohbad, if it's not the Neramali camp, then the next person suspect is going to be Wummi. And the third suspect is likely to be the nurse. I will not say that the nurse know anything about the death of Mohbad, but the fact is that she came to that place at the wrong time. She did not know anything about it. All the prescription, the injection she gave to Mohbad doesn't have nothing to do with his death. It happens that the vital information that Wummi was supposed to give to the nurse, she did not give it to her. Exactly. So I was supposed to tell the nurse that my husband is likely for her to still be,
and he has ulcer. She did not say all those things.
So the nurse will know what to do. Blah blah blah. But she did not give the nurse the information. So whatever the injection that they injected in,
beauty gele,
did also and then he did. What happened. So the nurse is going to go down. Either she likes it or not. Yeah, there's going to be
sorry, I'm going to cut you a bit short there. You said Wummi did not give enough information to the nurse. As a nurse that knows what she's doing, did she check for vital signs before administering?
That's an auxiliary nurse.
I'm not talking about vital signs. Somebody knows responding.
It doesn't need to respond. She needs to check she needs to do some checks before she starts administering anything.
What kind of are you talking about, ma'am?
That's auxiliary nurse.
I think CEO, please, ma'am, and Mr. Touches, I think from what I can digest is if the lady is an auxiliary nurse, auxiliary nurse don't have capability and the skill of
know what to check for.
No, she doesn't even have the idea. She's just walking in as a normal casual person like you and I who give first aid when there's an issue. That's exactly what happened. But the area where I'm actually having a think, yes ma'am. The area where I'm having a think tank at the moment from what churches has actually been educating us right from the beginning about an hour plus now is Wummi's sister said Mohbad has nothing, that he's a poor rat.
Yes, so that's what
and
she said.
Wummi herself said the guy he has nothing, and they're living in a rented flat in apartment.
That's what she said.
Then I have an issue when all of a sudden it's known that he's got an estate. So who is lying? Then right from the day one, the same way I feel Mr. Touches is, I was initially thinking I need to be on the side of this kind of a woman who's the family of Mohbad suddenly lost a child. Until the story started changing.
All right.
And I'm like, excuse me, hold on here. That gave me a really big puzzle, and that gave me a serious time to turn back and start focusing in a different direction. That's why I find myself where I am at the moment.
Very good.
But I'm worried, and I repeat myself. If you're telling me that this guy is as poor as a church rat, he had nothing, he's living in a rented apartment, so what's the rush? What's the problem? Why all of a sudden of the changing of name of everything to Liam if he's so poor? And if he's trying to thick in team with him, if it is true you fall thick in team with him while he has nothing and then you should remain that poor woman that even the family say everything is in the name of our son, they will not recognize you as a wife. It's not like that. That means you're after something that I don't know. I personally have a serious concern. I'm worried about it. The way you place yourself and the picture you present to me is extraordinarily different from the picture of what I'm seeing. As a genuine trusted woman, as much as people claim you are, as much as you said you are, then if we are unfolding all this type of information, we should be finding Mohbad's name in the bank account, we should be finding Mohbad's name in the land, we should be finding Mohbad's name in everything. Then there we are. Then people can say, oh yes, what a woman. Then we can truck up and duff it for you.
Exactly. But the fact that Mohbad was not in the country when they put Liam's name on that document.
I heard you saying it. I'm like, this is another story of somebody close to Mohbad. That's why everybody left it to speak so that we had a very clear picture. And the whole picture seemed to tally with everything his father said. And tallies with most of the information Wummi herself unknowingly to her has released. And it tallies with most of the things Wummi's sister released. I'm confusing in here. And it's very unfair if this happens. And that is why a lot of people are bent on saying, you know what? Justice for Mohbad on this ground we stand. I'm only against the fact that people were saying contact the president, contact the governor is a very good idea. What Mr. Ola actually said, I duff it to the guy. But later when I have a pushback, I'm thinking, do you want to tell me the governor of Lagos State is not aware of this problem or the issue on ground? Are you trying to tell me the Nigerian head of state is not aware? How come Sheyi had a donation for Wummi? I have a query and I'm still worried. In Africa, if anybody loses a child, the parents are to be the first point of contact. So in the case of Mohbad, it's vice versa. Even if the man live in a slum, even if the man live in a completely belated building, the honor and the respect must be given to him. He should be the first point of contact of anybody.
Exactly.
They should then start calling the wife to come and sit with his father-in-law. Even if
they don't contact him.
Two trailers that never meet.
They do not contact him.
The father and the mother of the bereaved are the first point of contact.
Exactly.
It's vice versa. And what I'm opposite in the case of Mohbad, he calls for concern from someone like myself. However, as much as I am on the side of every of the members of the family, but I tend to look deeply every day. And I'm beginning to see, in Luke, this man was seen as a vulnerable person, somebody who can do nothing, is somebody who people can actually throw a lot of shit at him, and he hasn't got no voice. That's exactly what I think happened in there. But unfortunately, I better they know they wouldn't have. Better they know they wouldn't have a repeat. Unfortunately, they never believe that the entire world can stand up and say, we are coming for the support of Mohbad's father, and we're not giving up. I arrest my case now.
Please, Bola, don't go. Please don't go. One thing I just want you to reflect on also.
Yes.
Don't forget that don't forget that when they called the dad to announce, they told the dad Mohbad was at the hospital, but then told him to go home.
Yes.
Don't forget that story is out. We still have that story on the internet. They told him to come back, but in instinct, he insisted to come back to the house. And when he got to the house, they already traditionally embalmed Mohbad. Who gave them that right to do that?
I ask that question every day. That these people are so bold. Why to even complete the funeral rites outside the box of the man interest? You even read it. That's the meaning. You're performing the ritual rite even before the attendant of the biological parent of the bereaved. It's wrong.
It's very wrong. Very, very.
Bola.
The reason why they embalm him was that he's likely that he
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
One of the things I said in the past was, when the lady said she's not in good terms with Baba Mohbad, was the reason why she failed to contact him. And I was like, how can someone's son die? Like, that's a very significant event. At that time, if you so much care about this guy, you shouldn't remember any dispute. Do you know what I mean? At that time, you
very correct. Your brain is blank.
Yes, but she still remember
the that the baby Wummi was a child, right? At least she must have put a call to her mother. Didn't they tell her to put a call to the father?
Call your father-in-law. Call the love of
your father-in-law. That's what I'm saying about dressing case. And I'm going to stand that thing for Baba.
There's something I
stand for Mohbad with my full chest. I stand.
There's something
no,
I
they support any nonsense.
And I want
people are telling me, Madam Patience, I am disappointed for yourself. You say, you are a woman. I'm a woman. I know if that make man you gonna throw away everything, blood, the rare thing they throw away until they can't heap am for clothes. But for my own eye, the man will come contact this thing, what do they call him again? Tetanus. And you want me to do support? Okay, you say she says she's cooking at the kitchen. Who was she cooking for? Is it the man that is sick that is going down? Even with her, in her own eyes, she saw it. The negligence, if we look at it in a normal way, let's judge it with Wummi's statement. The negligence, she neglected this man and allowed the man to go underground because of what they stand to gain. You want me to support such a person? The only people I know, I see Nigerian women, once their husbands are sick, the way they run up and down, they run here and there, they run up and down. The man refused to go to the hospital. Later, you now said the man is hospital phobia. But when the something became worse, you now remember that you will take him to the hospital. When the thing when he was still strong, you refused to take him to the hospital. You were waiting for a nurse to come you for just go and carry one from Afghanistan now. Why didn't you invite one from Israel? Since you want to wait until the man until auxiliary nurse come from afar. If not because you have plans. Her lawyer perfectly knows she can win the case for many atrocities. Okay, now, we are here. She can never win that case. She will not win. You know why? The first audio I played, that one powerful. You get one website they can't play later again. Mona can't see. Win which case? With all the thing they've done. This one gives different statement. This one gives... The only part I am looking into now is Adura. Adura, baby, I want to tell you something. If you know the truth of what happened to Mohbad and you decide to connive with Wummi, probably because maybe they promise you that they're taking you to America, your man, Vita, maybe they promise your master they will come and go to America. You go say, okay, all right, maybe we just close the but after all, Mohbad already by Abi, your blood will, your own lineage, the thing where they flow for your body, that they flow for Mohbad body, it go work against you. I'm telling you. So I can't support it. But that patience, you don't support what is. Why are you not supporting women? Supporting women. Not be me and you. For this type of work. Not be me and you. Where woman they throw away white cloth for inside the man, white towel inside the man grave. at the end of the day, we can't hear. We can't know the truth. Say, what in that cloth mean and say, make the man not come pursue you. You want me to come support you? Me and you. Me and you, I beg.
People to respond to me. You know, one of the things I struggle with is you saying a 24 years old lady is young. 24 years old lady young.
She can't young.
A 24-year-old is not young. You can have sex and have a baby. This is a big girl. She's not young. She's not stupid. She's a very strategic, good calculator.
Young, they are being sentimental. Things that keep telling them. The one this party is
intelligent. She knows what she's doing.
Wummi is a very smart.
She's very smart. The mother has already. The mother has already enlightened, as in giving her some ideas. Remember, her mother is a police officer, so forget it all. I'm telling you guys, these people are prepared. You see what they did now? That's why they adjourned the case. Mama Mohbad is even working for them, helping them out. That's why she stopped Adura not to speak. Adura said he will speak. He want them to give him 1 hour in a very big court, corona inquest, that they should give him 1 hour to do what? He want to sleep in that place. So they had to adjourn the case. And the lawyer of Wummi has won in that area, because they will go home now, sit Adura down, and they will tell him what and what to say and what not to say. But believe me, no matter how you do this thing, the justice we are looking for, it will come out for Mohbad, because so many things happen. That boy struggled to be alive. Even in that car where Wummi's brother that was having a swollen face was saying, Mohbad, you can still see Mohbad trying to tell us, oh, please help me, and I'm still here. Oh, please help me. He was still trying to move. They went home, they embalmed this guy. Who they give another moral self? No matter how poor a person may be, no matter how poor a man may be, you don't have the right as a woman to, even without the man's consent, the father's consent, the family's consent, you just they embalm the man. When it comes to taking care of this man, taking him to this guy to the hospital to get proper treatment, you couldn't see it was phobia. He had hospital phobia, but you now know how to put salt in his chest and put salt in his nose. You are quick to do all of that. See finish.
Most of us in India are not even smarter than her. She's been on the streets as much older than myself.
Yes.
She's streetwise.
Yes.
Better than anybody here.
Allegedly, Wummi was the one selling substance for Naira Marley.
I heard it from a reliable source as well. I heard a lot of things that make me turn away from her side. I heard a lot of things that make me feel sorry for the man. Eventually, I felt so sorry.
That made Mohbad to still be with that girl. Mohbad thought that he could actually change her. But the girl is not changing. He believes that after he married her, he's going to change. But he's not being changing now. He's the one that is making whatever happened to Mohbad happen.
Okay.
But the thing I'm saying is that, see, there's no evidence. They might not see. See, if you think that I'm going to see anything on the whatever they want to autopsy, it's like they're not going to see anything.
You see, I've got a feeling, I've said this on different platforms. I think they will just turn around later and say, oh, the autopsy is inconclusive.
Yes.
How many people are thinking about this?
Exactly.
So it's inconclusive.
That's why I keep telling people, this case
And that is
you don't have to be sentimental in this case. This case is sentimental. So if it's inconclusive, it's likely this case is going to continue to next year. But it's likely going to be getting.
Wait. I think that is why Wummi is banking on that.
You want you. You know what?
Wummi is telling you every time she come out, let's wait for autopsy. Let's wait for.
You know what Wummi's mom was telling Baba Mohbad? You know what he was telling Baba Mohbad at the court? He said, I will show you that I'm from Ijebu. I'm an Ijebu man too. I'm from Ijebu. So they're telling we will show you that we are from Ijebu. We are going to take this case. We are going to fight and we'll make sure you have no penny from Mohbad's, whatever. That's what they told Baba Mohbad at the court.
At the court.
Really?
Mama,
only a criminal woman will support
My thing, apart from that, my thing is, But they can't even sue Baba for defamation because
they can't. He's the one that will even sue them.
How long did it take
That's
them
not
to
defamation. That statement. No. That statement doesn't mean defamation.
No, they said defamation.
That's what I'm trying to say.
What is the defamation they're trying to say? They said because Baba tried to spoil Wummi's name to the whole public. But Wummi also spoiled Baba. That's why I said let them go ahead. Oh my soon money. They believe that Baba doesn't have nobody to do it.
My thing, my thing on this one is that
I'm not even interested in coming to Nigeria for now anyway. I hate that country with passion. I don't want to come there for now. No, I'm not coming there. Every day when I listen to this case, it makes me angry. It makes me angry. People who don't have value for life. They don't have value for life. I hate that nation.
Don't say, oh, it's okay.
I don't want distractions here. But I want us to look at is this. We, the common people that are not even as close to Mohbad, are so emotional, are so touched by this guy.
Justice for a mole.
The people that, all the high and mighty people over there, are they cashing in on this or what?
They don't care.
Or what? Where is Chief Kubik? Where is this guy? I don't drink his shit anyways. I'm sorry. I don't drink his poison. I call it poison because I never liked it anyways. But this is his business, and this guy is attached to it. If you really want to remove your name from the journal, from this mud, he should have actually gone into the police. What are the police doing about it? Apart from the corona inquest, there's no news about the police. Or every news the police came out to give us a script. They were scripted. Just like we all are stupid. We are not stupid.
I keep saying something that if you want to find out the truth about what Baba have said, okay, since 2019, they need to
Mole must get justice.
Collect Wummi's, they need to investigate the bank account of Wummi's account because there was news that Mohbad and Wummi, they're using the same account.
Yes.
They need to check.
They use the same iCloud.
The account from 2019.
They use the same
iCloud. From 2019
iCloud.
to date, they need to investigate every transaction on that account.
This is where you will know. Mohbad was even demanding for his account. Let me play that part. He was telling her to give him his phone, to give him his old WhatsApp, that they are using. Mohbad said it with his mouth that we are sharing the same iCloud. Police, as in the court, should take note of this. So let me play it.
Where's my other phone?
Mohbad.
Where's my phone? You can't talk. Where's my other phone?
Mohbad is talking.
Where's my phone now? Talk now.
iCloud, yes.
My sons are there.
For me? Where's my other phone? Yes, let me open your phone. Let's prepare the phone. Where is my other phone? Where is my old WhatsApp? We share the same iCloud with me and you, Abby. But only WhatsApp, we share law. Where is my...
Yeah, he said we share the same iCloud. She know how to manipulate Mohbad's phone, and the guy is not happy over it. And he also stated something that they were putting on his head. That was why he was telling her, Ogun will buy you. Ogun, if you say, Una buy me, Una go, okay, you are recording me. You are recording me so that you can go and play it after I don't buy Abby. And did she not play it? She play it now after Mohbad to troop by. Everything when Mohbad talking not happen.
Like, where's everything? You want to fetch me elephant post after Abby? To watch about to put on Abby, to watch about to my post conversation, but to post Abby.
You not post the conversation, post them.
Oh, no, you need to pay around for what you pay for. Only the one pay. Why worry me? Oh, no, you want to go family one night and night. To buy back and shit, the as in jail. In little, my bishop paying one night and I switch my living room. One night, I will never be shipping. I want to go. You can see, I should see many things. Yeah, I will not you you pressing me, you can buy me, I hear the budget. You can buy me. Overshooting group. Don't worry now. Don't worry. Overshot by me.
Want to buy me?
Go buy you, pata.
You see it? Now let's continue. So you will understand when you hear them talking like this, you know where it's coming from. It came out from Mohbad's mouth by himself. She deleted, wiped out everything of Mohbad. Yes, now Wummi had wiped and deleted Mohbad's WhatsApp account. Yes. The juju cloth that she used to touch Mohbad hair, is it not that one that she went and throw inside that place? Maybe she thought we will not see it. You understand? Now me and you, they answer nonsense question. You dey Chris? Did they tell you I'm here to answer rubbish question? Because I don't dey support Wummi.
Baba claimed that Wummi was transferring money to her mother, to her sister, and all that. They need to collect the what's they call it? That name and the whatever. They need to check.
NDLA, what's it called?
No. NIN. They need to collect the NIN of Wummi. They need to also collect the NIN of her mother and see the transaction between
the NIN of BVN.
And BVN, Zeri. BVN
is the one that's connected to
bank. BVN.
Exactly.
Check it out and see from 2019 till date, every transaction from Wummi's account, to our mother's account. In that case, then we will now find out if what Baba has been saying is actually true. So every transaction.
We find out if there's a motive. There's a motive.
Yes. So now that is where we need to go to find out how the land that Wummi bought. Wummi went to go and buy that land on her own, but Mohbad, because they share the same account, but Mohbad, you actually knew about it. So Mohbad was not in the country when you put Liam's name. And number two, if you purchase the land, please, why is the document in the hands of Wummi's mother? No, not the father. If Mohbad cannot hold the document by himself, why is it the brother-in-law? So, Mohbad was saying, that no, this is not normal. Why will the mother-in-law be holding on to your property? Why? Nobody is doing if nobody can try that with me too, why would my wife?
Sir Touches, I'm gonna go now because I've got early rise tomorrow. I just want to say this to everybody on this platform that is a male. I think one of the errors that probably Mohbad made in his lifetime is to kind of sell his family cheap to his wife's family or to his wife. Don't talk down on your family to your wife.
It is also applicable for women too.
Because at the end of the day, when things like this happen, your family will remain, they will just appear like an idiot.
Yes.
Then on the other side, I just think Mohbad is just a conquered boy. You know, he was a conquered man. Thank you very much. Right.
All right, sorry, I've not spoken since morning. According to Madam EOD, sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Eniola. The reason why I've not said anything since morning is because is because I joined the platform late, so I needed to listen, calm down, hear what everybody is saying. So I'll be speaking about the marriage part. As for me, Mohbad and Wummi never got married. Forget the fact that they did introduction, they call it marriage, they call it wedding, they call it whatever they wanted to call it. Actually, in Nigeria, we have 3 types of marriage. The law actually recognizes 3 types of marriage, which is the statutory marriage and the customary marriage and then the Islamic marriage. Now, the statutory marriage is the marriage called court wedding. While the customary marriage is the marriage whereby it's almost the same process you get in the statutory marriage, then you get, the same process you get also in the customary marriage. In the statutory marriage, we have a requirement. One of the requirements, very cogent requirements, is the age. The age. You cannot, and the reason why the law is emphasizing on the age is because normally the Constitution states that anybody above the age of 18 has the right to decide or has the right to do whatever, as an...
I'm sorry, guys. 1 minute. Some people are playing with my intelligence here. No, let's go. Call me. Okay.
To do whatever, as an adolescent stage, be an adult, whatever they call it. So now the thing is,
okay, sorry. And there too.
So now the thing is, under statutory marriage, you don't want to get some children don't want to get consent. So you find that age aspect in section 3, subsection 1E of the Matrimonial Cause Act. You find out that many of the youths nowadays, they don't want to, when they bring a man to the house, then the parents said, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. They tell you that. You find out that they tell you that, hey, I'm old enough to be this thing. I'm old enough to do whatever I like. So then the law is coming out to say that, okay, for you not to get your family or your parent consent, you have to be 21 years and above under the Marriage Cause Act. So now, you're saying Wummi and Mohbad get married. No. If you're going to get married, you have to go to the court. You go to the customary court.
I'm sorry, guys. Some persons are trying me here. Shebi Ogun fe pa yi ni. You people are always trying to come mess up my platform, but I thank God for the grace of God in my life. Let's continue, please. Sorry, guys. Now let's go.
The court. You go to the customary court that has jurisdiction. You go to the customary court that has jurisdiction. You go to the customary court that has jurisdiction.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry about that. So you go to customary court that has jurisdiction over the matter. Then they ask you to bring a witness, which is from the father side and then the mother side. And in Mohbad's case, the father only said that they were going for an introduction. And when they got there, it turned out to be an engagement, which we called traditional wedding. So now, when it has happened like that, do they ever go back to the court to tell them that we are married traditionally to make it legal? Now, if you're going back to the court, you have to take a witness, which is, I believe, on Mohbad's family, from Mohbad's family, Mohbad's father and Mohbad's mother, who the judge will assume must have consented to that marriage. And this, I think, never happened. In fact, it never happened. So they are not married. Legally, my customary, Islamically, whatever they are not married. Because their marriage is not recognized by the court of law. So that's what I have to say about that.
My country people, I will leave them for here and I will come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I have an audio I want to play for you guys. I pray I come very early. I think I will come very early, like in the afternoon. So I'll have much time to really go through this whole thing because it's late over here now. It's almost 1 midnight here in Europe time. So please, just don't worry. Tomorrow I will come back. Always follow me. I will come because some people are telling me that I should make the video short. Okay, don't worry. No problems. I'll make my live video shorter. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll come back tomorrow by God's grace. Please. Thank you all. Shalom. God bless you all. Thank you. Good night. Good night, people.